And now on Window on PC World, I'd like you to meet Ken McGibbon from Houston, Texas. He is the Western manager of Palantir software. And Ken, if I interpret that symbol right, it means Palantir software, no bull. What does that mean?
Bob, we're trying to get across to the user today that there is a lot of bull talked about with software. Palantir, we say there's no bull. We give a wonderful guarantee with our software, and we're promoting it very hard with this image.
All right, now we're talking for the next few minutes about word processing. That term has got to confuse at least a third of the people watching, saying, what do you process a word? The other two-thirds are saying, oh no, I want to know, does this have some of the powerful features that I could expect from a standalone word processing system? I understand you're really serving both markets with this.
Absolutely. We have a very powerful software architecture which has allowed us to make the package easy to use, but at the same time give very sophisticated functions. We shouldn't use really the word sophisticated. We should use the word powerful.
Okay. What about integration, though? That's, as you know, the current buzzword. When somebody wants to be able to take their word processor and mix in other things, and they want to use their favorite products that they know how to use, can they do that with Palantir?
Oh yes, Bob. One of the problems of buying an integrated range of products is that maybe you like the word processor, but you don't like the other 5 packages that go with it. What we've done with Palantir is to make it possible to link to most of the popular programs on the market today.
Now, for the sake of those newcomers to the personal computer world who are wondering what you can do with word processing, could you run through some of the features for us?
Palantir is a very visual package, and we keep the instructions to the absolute minimum, but at the same time everything comes on the screen, so it's easy to see what you want to do. So you go from the main menu, you can read and save files, and I'll just show you how easy it is. Here we're just reading a file in now, and the system will prompt and ask the name of the file.
Yeah, I notice it says the name of the document as opposed to the file.
Yes, you're absolutely right to use that word, because it does confuse a lot of people, and we're trying now to use the word document more. In fact, Palantir is very much a document-based system. We can format and from beginning of end document, and
I notice you're using one key when you do that. So many of the word processors we've seen, it takes all those control keys and so forth. You're able to do that with one key.
Yes, we dedicate the package to the particular keyboard and make it as easy as possible for the user. And we try to use logical key depressions.
Block copy moves. Is that easy to do?
Yes, very easy. And let me just show you about just 2 keystrokes, and then I can do what I call range finding and go from that end of that text to that text and move it wherever I wish in the document.
Going again to this phrase that you use, and you say no bull when you say it, powerful. I noticed you were doing an indent of a paragraph. Now that I have not seen done before.
No, it's part of the architecture Palantir where we've made it extremely easy to reformat. So if you wish to change the shape of your text or have part of it indented, all I have to do is 2 or 3 keystrokes.
Okay, are there any other features that you'd like to show?
Yes, I'd like to show you, we have a sort of glossary of terms, I'd like to call it, a dictionary of phrases. And we can set that up in advance, whatever we want, and by pressing one key and then a nominated key, we can bring that text back, and I'll just show you that now.
For example, you could do very truly yours, you could do your official title, you could do a salutation.
Well, it's especially useful if you have customers in foreign languages where the words are difficult to spell or pronounce.
Can you expand that up to, for example, a paragraph or a boilerplate?
You can have on that up to 250 characters in each phrase, and you can have a phrase for every key on the keyboard.
Ken, many people who are just getting involved in personal computing now have become kind of sophisticated with different things that they like. For example, maybe a calc sheet or something of that nature. Can they integrate that into Palantir word processing software?
That's very. We've made that a special feature of Palantir to make it easy to leave Palantir, go to the other program, come back again exactly where you were within your text.
What about a math function? Do you...
Part of our mail out or mail merging feature, we've actually made that feature an integrated part of the package. So when you buy the package, that comes with it. And you can perform maths functions within that mail merge facility. So that print time, if you want to add up a set of figures, that's very easy to do with Palantir.
And I understand you're going to upgrade later in the year now to a filing system so that you can do some pretty sophisticated letters where you don't necessarily have to mail everyone on your customer list, perhaps, or everyone on your Christmas list. You can cull out certain ones.
Well, that's available now, Bob. And we've in fact just released a filer which will enable you to, as a separate exercise, insert names and addresses and then link them into Palantir. And I think the bridge between those two packages will make it so easy for users to do something which has normally been quite complicated.
How have you priced Palantir word processing software? You know, there's some very expensive that had the add-on features. There's some very inexpensive stripped-down versions. Are you trying to be in the middle of the road at the price structure?
I think we are, Bob. We've priced the package at $395, which includes its mail merge feature. We have got added products that you can buy to add on to Palantir at a later time. But we have given a very powerful package in this sort of middle area.
Now, how is it distributed? What stores is available for people to see?
You will find that we have got dealers throughout the country that handle this product today. And we're expanding that rapidly. And any user that wants to get in touch with us should use the 800 number, and we'll give them a place to buy it.
The biggest horror story, I'm sure you've heard this before, Ken, is someone buys a piece of word processing software or any other kind of software, and they can't go back to their dealer and say, how do I do this? Now, you've solved that by your 800 support number. But what exactly happens when somebody calls?
It's quite simple, Bob. We believe in our product, and we believe in it enough that if the user has got a problem, we're going to solve that problem. And that support will go on as long as the user needs it.
Now, how does this $10 thing work? I understand that for $10, you can actually start using Palantir word processing software.
Absolutely right. And it's very nice to be able to test a package before you actually buy it. The actual program does everything except save to disk.
So you can test it for $10 and see if you like it.
Absolutely.
Is that no bull?
That's absolutely no bull.
Ken McGibbon, thank you, from Houston, Texas, and Palantir Software. You're watching Window on PC World. I'm Robert Chesney, and we'll be right back with more.